What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. I believe this is episode number 50. A few things sold there from the past draft. Happy days. Do we have a Storaro in here? I don't think we do. This is episode 50. So welcome to the 50th episode of Draft to Glory. We're at 1.1 million coins, give or take. In the last draft, we ended up losing in the second round. We still made some decent money because we got some good silvers. I'm going to go back to the 4-3-2-1. It's my favourite formation in the game this year, and it offers for me just the best options. That blue Ozil looks tasty. We don't take. Like, you look at Messi and Bale. I'm going to take blue Ozil. Why not? It's Christmas after all. We're in for the festive spirit. Come on, give me blue Messi. Give me all the blues. We get Mkhitaryan there. That's not too bad. Only gets a soft link into Ozil, but a link is a link. It gets them both up to 7 or 8 chem no matter what. We get inform cost. Ooh, oh! I could just go blue. Or I could take Sanchez, who is just unbelievable in the game this year. I will be taking that blue Neymar. There's no BPL option here anyway. I will be taking the blue Neymar. We could have had 3 blue cards, and I'll happily play Alexis Sanchez on 7/8 chemistry. The same with Mkhitaryan, as long as we get some decent options in the midfield. And I guess we have to go. Wait, no, I'm taking a chem style here. Let's take a Maestro, and let's take the highest rated Maestro as well. Let's take Maestro there. Probably going to give Maestro to Ozil. And now our silvers are there, so our silvers are out the way. I'm going to take engine on this one as well. So our silvers are done, and our chem styles are alright. So now it's just got to be positivity. There we go. Seamus Coleman, I will take him. He gets another soft link into Mesut Ozil. Who have we got? Let's get a Boateng here and pop it like that. No chance. Now we should probably take Abdenur or Sacco. We'll take Sacco. We'll try and see if we can get ourselves a different left centre back. Alderweireld is there. That's not bad. He's I don't know if I prefer Williams. What would you guys do here? We could take Alderweireld. It's not a bad team. Could get a Nainggolan link with him as well. But Williams is brilliant. Alderweireld, he's already got anchor style on him as well. Let's get the left back in. Come on, that Felipe Luis. Let's have him. No chance. Do we have we have Balenciaga, who's going to have to be the dude, and well, it gets the Spanish link there anyway. It wasn't the link I was looking for. Let's get a pet, not a pet checker, Lloris. That's who I'm thinking of. We do get a BPL. I say a lot recently. I don't mean to do it. I'm not trying to say a lot. Right, this team right now is a bit of a mess. We need a couple of centre midfielders and a left back. Ideally, we're probably going full BPL team at this stage, so we'll probably take any decent BPL players that are offered above all else. But if no decent BPL players are offered, I may not take them. I'm going to take Debussy. We're going to put him at left back. We're going to swap those two around, and we're going to get up to 76 chemistry, and we're going to swap those two around. And although that doesn't seem like it helps, it does. It just does. It just does. If we get like a Fernandinho to give one link to Neymar, that'd be quite nice as well. I'll take. I will take Nathaniel Klein. We might not use him just yet, but because of the strong link into Ozil. Ooh. I said ooh like 4 times there. See, this is a tricky one for me because David Silva goes into the midfield, gets some links with the players, nothing major. But then you've got Gareth Bale, Sergio Aguero, who could actually play at left forward off chem. That's what we'll do. We'll play Sergio Aguero right there. And we're now just 2 players away. In fact, we could even put Nathaniel Klein in there and get even more links. And happy days. In fact, if we did this, we were 81 right there, right? And then did that, 85. There we go. So that's not too bad. It's not. I mean, it's not ideal, obviously, but I don't mind using that Neymar as a super sub, I guess. And do we take Tadic just to get the chemistry in the team? Puts us up to 86. If we swap those two around, we go up to 89. And that's the full BPL team. So it looks like we are going for a BPL team, guys. I turned down Ronaldo, I turned down Bale, and I turned down Messi. And this is what we've got for it. So a better goalkeeper would be good. A left back would be nice, but preferably not as Pilaqueta. We'll take Steve Mandanda instead of Schmeichel there. We're still 10 chem off, even though we've got a full team, just because of Aguero, Nathaniel Klein, and Debussy. We've got plenty of right backs, just no left backs. Are we going to get our luck in? Do we have a Brazilian? We do not. Doesn't really matter what we take here. We'll take Bartra. Maybe I should have taken the Hunter Chem style, to be perfectly honest. But Mariano, and again, nothing. We are not lucky in today's game. What do we need? We've got Hunter, Shadow. We've got a lot of shadows. Anchor, Engine, Maestro, another Shadow. I'll take another Anchor. I prefer Anchor on my centre backs than Shadow personally, just for that fitness. Come on, give me a BPL midfielder. We get Antonio Valencia, and I will take him because he will offer us 3 more chemistry compared to him, and the rest of them are bang even, which isn't too bad. Obviously, a BPL manager at this point would give us an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chem. That puts to 98, which is, again, not bad. 98 chemistry isn't the end of the world, but I also wouldn't mind a couple of really good subs on top of a good midfielder. Now, do we have a Frenchman? We do. I'm going to play Matuidi in here. He gets a soft link, which gives him 3 chem, which isn't really that great, is it? In fact, it's a lot less than it isn't that great. It's pretty damn tragic. That might be a little bit better, though. I'm going to have to use Tadic. I can't not. 92 chem. Wait, what do we want? What? Oh yeah, no, never mind. I don't know if I'd probably prefer Sanchez as a centre midfielder and Aguero as a striker. So that's one decent. We've actually got some nice subs now. We've got Matuidi as a good midfield sub, Florenzi as a defender or a midfield sub, and Neymar as an attacking sub. So our substitutes are solid, they're sorted, they're done. It just now matters and depends on whether or not we can get any kind of centre midfielder really from the BPL in these last 2 spots. Obviously this is going to be an attacker, so it's not really going to be that helpful. Been given wingers. We've got striker Costa or Royce, and I'm going to take Royce again for a good substitute option. Now I want to put the chem styles on, so we'll go Hunter, and Hunter. I want Anchor on the defenders, not Shadow, specifically the centre backs. I don't mind putting a Shadow on the full backs. I don't have another Anchor, do I? No. So Shadow, Anchor. I've got Cat on the goalkeeper. Do we have a glove? We do not. And then for the midfield, I want Engine. Where's that Engine gone? I want Engine for Alexis Sanchez. I want Maestro for... Could either go with Valencia. Who's our other centre midfielder? Who was we using this? Oh, Ozil. Yeah, Maestro for Ozil. Perfect. And... I guess we'll give Deadeye to Valencia. Don't mind that too much. And then our last pick for the whole team is going to be... Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Could take that Payet and put him instead of the striker, and I think he'd get more chem. We'll take Dimitri Payet. We'll throw him in the team as well. So that's the team. Now it's about building the team. We're throwing Ozil there. We've got Tadic, who I'm not overly impressed with wanting to use. I might actually now put Sergio Aguero in that spot. We'll put Mkhitaryan there. He comes on for him. They swap over like so. Nathaniel Klein's still in there. We've got on the right-hand side of midfield is Valencia. And we'll put Payet at left centre mid. That's 95 chemistry. Didn't we have it higher before? Wasn't it 98? Oh, no, that's fine. I'll go down to 92 here. I believe we can still get perfect chem. 100 chemistry with a BPL manager. We need 8 points, and we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get 6. I can get 100 chemistry if I just took out Tadic for Aguero, but I would prefer to play Aguero off chem than I would Tadic on chem. And we did get a BPL manager. Thank God for Alan Pardew. Never thought I'd say that. So it's a 98 chemistry, 86 rated team. I want to do something right now as well, guys, that I get asked a lot that people don't really notice in draft. but that I do most games. I forget sometimes, but I'm going to show you guys the player instructions that I put on. Oh, well, they're already stay back while attacking. That is what I do with my defense, stay back while attacking. On this occasion, I'm going to have Ozil to get forwards, and the other two, I'm going to actually set him to stay back while attacking and balanced for Payet. And then all three attackers are stay central and getting behind. Stay central, he was already on getting behind, and him stay central and getting behind. The Hunter on all three of them. The chem styles are perfect. And then we'll take a look at custom tactics just to make sure that we are on cover. We are indeed. And I like to go to default tactics no matter what it starts on, and then go to cover. And that is our custom tactics. So this, guys, is the team. Let's get into the gameplay. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 186 3-4-2-1 team. Let me talk to you about the 3-4-2-1 formation. It's not a formation that is anyone's go-to, really. You never see it in Weekend League much, and the reason why I think you don't see it in Weekend League much is because either A, people are scared to use it and don't know how powerful it can be, or B, people prefer 4-back formations. It just seems to be the way to go. But something that I do quite often in Foot Champs is change to a 3-4-2-1 when my opponent is part of the bus, or when I'm like maybe 1 or 2 goals down late on and I just need to like overload my attack. And that's exactly what you get from that formation. You get an absolute overload on the attack. If you're able to competently play FIFA, having 2 wingers on each side and your striker, it can be absolutely deadly. We end up going 1-0 down in this game. I equalised quite quickly after with Alexis Sanchez. I love this 90 rated Sanchez card. For me, it's one of the best in the game. And we end up getting 2-1 up very quickly on as well. Beautiful little pirouette in the box. The ball comes back to Aguero. What I find frustrating about what just happened there as well is the fact that the ball didn't go to the... I can't remember who was standing right there, like, for the tap-in, but there was someone there for the tap-in. I cut it back to them, and it decided to go all the way through to try and get to my right winger. And in the end, my opponent defended poorly, and I end up picking up the ball and scoring the goal. So we go 2-1 up, and then into the second half, we end up carving out another opportunity. Beautiful work there. Payet, banger goal. Absolute banger. Hits him with a dab. Brilliant right-footed finish from the top of the box. A great passing move all the way through the midfield there. We go 3-1 up, and then shortly after, we end up going 4-1 up. Another lovely roulette from Alexis Sanchez in the box. I give up possession. I win back possession again. Sloppy defending from my opponent. 3-1 down. I know he needs to get back into the game to make his chances and get his goals. But you got to do that from like the sensible positions. And the most sensible thing for him there would have been either to try and walk the ball out a bit further and seen what was available for him, or to just punt it clear and reset his defence. Fortunately for me, that goal did go in because I concede the AIDsiest deflection goal there. He hits a shot with Ronaldo, a poor shot, keeper had it, and it just bumps off my defender like it's nothing. Look at this. Lovely passing move. In fact, he skips the replay. So we go 4-2. There was time for a 5th goal from me. Again, Sanchez doing work, gets the ball into Sacco. Sacco lays it off to Antonio Valencia. Hits the post, hits the back of the keeper, and Seamus Coleman is there to tap that one home to make it 5-2. And I say again, good job I had 5 goals in the bag, because my defence kind of capitulated down towards the back of the game. He gets in with Cristiano Ronaldo, passes it into Shevchenko, tries to pass it to Messi, should have defended a little bit better there. He still holds on to the ball. It finds its way to Luka Modric, who shoots and scores and makes it 5-3. What a goal fest of a game up to this point. And there was time for one more goal as well. Sergio Roberto there picks up the loose ball, plays it to Ronaldo, Ronaldo to Shevchenko, Shevchenko to Messi, and we get ourselves another deflection goal, I believe, here. The rebound, and then off of Sacco and in the back of the net. Not a lot I can do about those kind of goals. I was just fortunate enough that I scored more than my opponent in this game. You can see that my keeper had a great game making 8 saves, and his keeper also had a great game making 6 saves. The match stats were relatively even, a little bit more in my favour. My shots were from really, really good areas. Could easily have scored 10, but could easily have conceded 10 in a game like that. However, we move forwards. We go through to the next round. A 184 team. Messi, Gamero, Danny Ings, Raheem Sterling. He's got that blue Gundogan. Ivan Rakitic. A very nice defence of Smalling and Varane in there, with Keylor Navas in net. DeMarcos right back, and the left back being Monreal. So a really strong squad. And for me this year, the 4-4-2 is not a bad formation. It's not the best or the most overpowered, but it's a very well balanced formation. So it could have been a difficult game, but fortunately I managed to get in behind quite early. Mkhitaryan into Sanchez, gets the one shot, Rebound falls my way. He gets the second shot, pops that one in the back of the net to make it 1-0. And it wasn't until the stroke of half-time before we got a second goal. Antonio Valencia here runs forward. He just keeps backing off a load. As soon as he steps up, I noticed the defender movement. Laid it off to Mkhitaryan, slot that one home. That low-driven shot serves me well yet again. Some people feel like the low-driven shot has been nerfed or patched. I don't believe so. You'll see most of my goals here today, yet again, come from that low-driven. Lovely little ball there out to Alexis Sanchez. He gets in behind the defender. The guy was expecting the cutback, so I didn't give it to him. I tried the low-driven once. I hit the low-driven a second time with Mesut Ozil. And, of course, with no goalkeeper in goal, or the goalkeeper on the floor at the very least, it makes it a little bit easier to send the ball into the back of the net. So we go 3-0 up. I thought he wasn't playing, but he was playing. He just decided to stop defending. You'll see here when he gets the ball back, he's actually trying to go and play the game. But when I had the ball, it's like he just stopped caring and put his control down. So I wanted to capitalise on that and make sure I gave him no opportunity to get back into the game. What a goal that was. Scoop turn past the defender, beautiful low driven into the bottom corner. And again, the low driven shot, it serves me well. For some reason, for me, it's just the best shot type. Then the strangest thing happened. My opponent ends up putting in his own low driven shot. He pulls the game back to 4-1. Still 40 or so minutes left of this game. He's got every opportunity to get back into the game. And then he decides to rage quit 10 minutes later. Just didn't make sense. It didn't make any sense at all. However, it means that we go through to the very next round. Of course, can't be mad about that. I love winning drafts. Hopefully we'll be able to go on and do so in this game. You can see I was controlling the game. 14 shots, 14 on target, but only the 4 goals. But it was enough. It sends us through to that semi-final. Of course, we failed in the second round in the last draft, so to get through to the semis this time was already progression. We come up against an 87 rated 95 chem team. Messi, Griezmann, Ronaldo, Kante, Herrera, Carrick. His defence is a little bit on the slow side in the centre-back positions. He has got Neuer in net and obviously Kyle Walker at the right-back slot. But it was it was a defence that I liked coming up against, especially when I've got, you know, my 3 attackers all with Hunter cards. The blistering pace of Aguero and Alexis Sanchez, and even Mkhitaryan to an extent gets up to like 97 pace. And again, we get another early goal with Alexis Sanchez. Beautiful run down the left-hand side from Aguero, cuts it across. Sanchez is there just to tap that one home. Slots it past the keeper who had absolutely no chance. And we go 1-0 to the good. That 90 rated Alexis Sanchez cards, I've only played with him in draft. Definitely one of the most fun cards I've used this year in FIFA. For those of you that like speedsters up front, he's a go-to guy if you've ever got the funds to get him. I know some people don't like the speedsters, some people like the kind of like the more physical players like the Costas or the Bentekes or the Lukakus. I'm kind of a mix of both, to be fair. Like sometimes I've used Lukaku, I've used Jonas, I've used Aduriz, and I love them. I've used Sanchez, I've used Aguero, I've used, you know, Lacazette, and I love them too. So I don't know what my favourite type of striker is yet in this game. But another low-driven shot gives us a 2-0 lead, and then a counter-attack off the corner was kind of like the final nail in the coffin in this game. Mkhitaryan with the pace to burn gets past the defender. Beautiful passing move throughout the midfield, finds his way to Mesut Ozil, who hits another low-driven shot. I love the way that shot bounced, like the way that one specifically, like kind of like it was low and driven, but it was like bouncing across the turf as it hit the back of the net. He gets like a little bit of lift on it, just enough to get it over the defender's foot. Brilliant goal, fantastic finish, and we go 3-0. My opponent did manage to pull 1 goal back. Lovely finish, to be fair. I don't think he meant to make that pass. I think that was actually a shot with Messi that turned into a pass to Ronaldo and gave him some sort of insight back into the game. However, Henrik Mkhitaryan gets in behind, another low-driven shot. I don't know when to not do it. I don't know at what point in the game do I decide, okay, we've had too many low-driven shots, it's time to try something else, because they work so well that why would I not keep trying them? So quite an even game by way of possession there, guys. My opponent didn't really create too many chances. I managed to put most of mine away, and that's why we went through to the final after a 4-1 victory. So our first final in, I think, 3 episodes now. We come up against an insane team. A 186 striker Ronaldo, informed Bale, Blue Neymar, Roy Keane, Gary Neville, Toni Kroos. His defence is a bit... you know, like Danny Rose, he has got shadow style on him. He's got basic on Stones. He's got Sentinel on Cahill. So the opportunity to get in behind with the pace was there yet again. But let me tell you guys, this opponent, he was brilliant. This reminded me of a typical weekend league game against like a Gfinity player or a top 100/elite. If I messaged this guy afterwards saying GG, he never messaged me back. But if I were to guess where he gets in weekend league, I would say 32 to 35 wins every week. He was really, really good. We ended up getting really lucky to get a goal back after going 1-0 down. Just so many bounces falling my way. We ended up putting it in the back of the net, pulling it back to 1-1, which I was happy with because his first goal was really nice and I could feel that he was a good player. I ended up gifting in the ball from my goalkeeper throw. Got the ball with Sacco, could have cleared it, gave him the ball back again. Great finish, no question about it. Back in that top bins, he scored both his goals in those top bins, and it was frustrating to concede a goal like that because that's me just defensive, poor defensive mind. We did get back into the game before half time again though. Henrik Mkhitaryan there plays the ball to Aguero, lovely finish from Aguero, another low driven, gets in behind 2-2 going into the 33rd minute. And this is where I started to edge the game a little bit, really took control in the second half and created a few more opportunities of my opponent. A great goal from Alexis Sanchez there. The speed of him getting past that defender, as I said at the start, when I noticed his team, I had a feeling speed would be a factor, and it was. And look at that for a goal to concede. I don't know why the defender jumped for that. At the time, after I finished playing that game, I didn't recall pressing a button to try and do it. He tied it up to 3-3. In the 90th minute, we get a penalty. Neymar steps up. I was gutted after this penalty because I thought he had saved it. Turns out he did save it, but it did cross the line. The ball went past the goalkeeper. It hit him on the face, I believe. It hits him in the chin. It goes in, bounces, hits his arms and comes out. But I checked after the game to have a look to see if it was a goal. And you guys will see clear as day, it did cross the line. So we end up winning the game against one of the most difficult opponents I've played in FIFA this year. And there you go, clear as day. The ball is over the line. So this, guys, will be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. So, guys, we end up winning the draft. And my God, what a final. My opponent was unbelievably good at FIFA. It was a really tough game throughout. I went 3-2 up, and then I conceded the easiest goal, man. I was just trying to clear the ball. I think it was Nathaniel Klein tried to leap and head the ball, completely missed it. Robben went through on goal. He never should have had the opportunity. And then I got a penalty. It was a penalty, but I didn't mean to do what I did in the box that won me the penalty. And then Neymar stepped up, took the penno, and it crossed the line, even though the keeper saved it. I went and had a look afterwards, and it did cross the line. So we got the pen, we got the win. And we are now going to claim our prize. I'm hoping for the coin reward. I want the best reward. I don't want anything garbage. It's Christmas after all. We get a 50k pack and a 5k pack. You know how bad that is for a draft reward? Regardless of what you get in the actual packs, that's not a good reward. It's 55,000 coins value. It is the lowest valued reward you can get for winning the draft. There's literally no other prize as low as this. This is the lowest prize that you can get for actually winning the full draft. So quite disappointing. We'll discard these three here. I know you can get good stuff in the pack and people are like, you paid 15k and you got 55k, but I've played 4 games for it. I've had to win 4 in a row to get this reward, and then they go and give me the worst possible gold pack and then a 50k pack that, as I say, regardless of what it contains inside it, it is a collection of the worst possible prize in the draft. However, we might still get something good. What do we get? No walkout. Do we get an inform? No. And this is the problem. You see, this is the problem. We get Connor Plianka. This is a big problem. We get an 83 rated player in a 50k pack. We get 2 83s, a couple of 81s, and then nothing. Like, I'll be lucky to make 10k, 6k. I'll be lucky to make 6,000. It's probably discard. This discard value is probably about as worth as much as anything. There we go. We get 2k for Mertesacker. We'll pop him up. We'll probably get about the same for Connor Plianka. That's really disappointing, man. Not only did we get nothing for Connor, not only did we get the worst possible draft reward for winning it, we got bugger all in it, and after a great team and a great draft and some great gameplay, we are let down once again by the reward from EA. C'est la vie. This is going to be the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.